We're coming to you from Midleton in County Cork, where recently a local family have taken the music world by storm, raising a few eyebrows along the way. Now, in a couple of weeks' time, thousands of students up and down the country will sit the junior and leaving cert exams. And among them will be one young man who, as well as studying, has become a YouTube phenomenon, appeared on the Ellen talk show in the United States, and completed a countrywide tour with his family band. Yes, you've guessed it, it's Crystal Swing. Jenny O'Sullivan recently went to meet the Burke family at home in East Cork.
Breakfast time in the Murray Burke household, and the first chance in many's a week for everyone to catch up. For Mary, Dervla and Derek, the past 3 months have been like a fairy tale, from their late show appearance to the invitation to appear on the Ellen DeGeneres show, one of the most watched daytime television shows in America. And it all began when Mary decided to use a little new technology to advertise the band, and became an instant overnight internet hit.
Hello everybody, my name is Mary.
I'm Derek.
And I'm Dervla.
And collectively we are known as Crystal Swing.
Like, we never expected this to happen, especially so soon. I mean, it was kind of always myself and Derek's dream, you know, all the way up along, to get noticed and obviously become famous, you could say, one day. But the fact that it just seemed to happen so fast, and like when we put the video up on YouTube, like, we didn't realise that any of this was ever going to happen.
That was only a low budget DVD. It was never meant to, you know, it was never meant for what happened, like, you know. And it was no MTV video or anything like that, you know. It's just like the young people are just loving this music now because they realise how upbeat, how fast it is, and how, you know, how catchy it is, you know. And thank God it's just catching on so good now at the moment, and we're delighted with what's happening. It's brilliant.
He drinks tequila, she talks dirty in Spanish.
But why that song?
Well, there was no particular reason for picking that particular song, Jenny. It was just a song that we actually loved, but we had a current album out, you know, The Best Years of Our Lives, and all the songs on it were lovely, but this was actually the only duet that Derek and Dervla had together, so we decided that this was the one to go for, and it's a song we just loved and enjoyed, but you know, never ever at that stage realising that it was just going to have such an impact on a global audience.
And it's a real family affair, with Dad Mike always there in the background. So what does he make of it all?
For me, as being their father, sitting down at the late show and see him performing up there was absolutely wonderful for me to look up and see all their so like all their dreams have come true, because back to years, I know Mary was often said to me, it's often be wonderful to go on the late show and to perform on the late it would be my dream to get there someday. And actually sit down there and experience it for me was magical, I must say.
That was great.
And what was it like for Crystal Swing, partly named after Mary's favourite singer, Crystal Gale, to appear on Ellen?
It was the best experience I think anyone could ever ask for, and Ellen she was so nice, and she, you know, she treated us with such respect, and I think she really enjoyed us as well, and we seemed to, all three of us, we really clicked with her, and we just had a brilliant time. We loved that music, and I suppose
2 standing ovations, like, you know, which was tremendous from such a fantastic audience.
And like, they never really heard that music before, I suppose you could say. You know, when they heard He Drinks Tequila, they really got into it, and then the Hucklebuck, and they started going crazy, and as my mum said, we got 2 standing ovations, and they seemed to love it.
So far, over 700,000 people have watched them on YouTube. While most people first heard of the band following their YouTube hit, Mary's been in the musical business in the Munster area for many years. 2.5 years ago, Dervla and Derek went on the road with her.
I started out with a keyboard, and that was my band, and I learned to play that for myself. There has been a lot of hard work over the past 8 years, you know, as Derek just said, it's not something that just happened literally overnight. You know, he so much wanted to pursue a career in singing, and I would literally have knocked on doors to try and get him to sing one song in the Opera House. But the Opera House came to us, and we ended up there with our own show.
since I've been a smart little kid, you know, I've always been dancing in front of the TV or in front of mirrors, and I just always loved the dancing and then singing. I was just I was always in scores and in all different competitions and everything, and the same with Dervla, she done the very same thing all the way up through it. So it was always just a pure natural thing for us to do it. And when Mem went on the road then about 8 years ago, on the road herself in the band, then myself and Dervla joined about 2.5 years ago, and it just all took off from there. And then, you know, I just seen how the show bands and all the, you know, Brendan Boyer and Brendan O'Brien and all of them, how they used to do all the moves on stage and everything, and it just was so suited to me, and that's why I suppose I do so much of the show band stuff, because it's just exactly what it's right up my street, really, you know. That's exactly what I love doing. I never went for a dance lesson in all my life, and you know, a lot of people can't, you know, they always think that there was always some dances, but I never went for a lesson in all my life.
And in between jetting to Dublin and to Los Angeles and a countrywide tour, 18-year-old Derek finds time for schoolwork. Next week, along with his classmates at St Coleman's Community College in Midleton, he'll sit his Leaving Certificate exams. Sister Dervla has always loved performing too. At 17, she's in 5th year at St Mary's High School in Midleton. She loves maths and science, but naturally music is her favourite.
I think the reaction has been very, very positive. We're delighted for her. She's a very good student in every way, and we're delighted for the success of not alone of Dervla, but her family, and for the area as well. I think they've been good ambassadors for the area.
It is an important year. I mean, I'm in 5th year, and I suppose it's kind of just as important as 6th year as well, because, you know, if you're missing out, you're missing out. But I mean, look, if this is what myself and Derek want to do after school, you know, we might as well grasp this opportunity now while we can, and we're having a great time, and you know, we are still going to school while we can. You know, we're both in our uniforms, and you know, we try to do everything, and you know, at the moment it's working for us.
But you can always repeat your leaving cert. There's no. But you could never repeat the exposure we're getting. Yes, you know, Jenny. So, I mean,
yeah, you can always repeat the leaving cert, but you cannot repeat what's happening at the moment, and we're not going to let it go. So, you know, that's it. It's as simple as that.
And the schools have been just so supportive.
Yeah, they have.
Like the teachers, and you know, they've offered them every assistance and help they can. You know.
Lovely styles over here that you might like to see, which I think
the sudden fame has placed huge demands on their wardrobe. Derek gets his jackets made by a lady who makes them for people in the business, while Dervla and Mary, they shop local.
It has brought such enthusiasm and fun to the town. It's absolutely wonderful. They're a wonderful band, and they put so much effort and so much work into it. It's absolutely wonderful for the area, and the buzz and the excitement that they've brought to the area, especially at a time like this when, you know, with the economic climate and everything, it's lovely to bring a bit of buzz and a bit of fun into people's lives.
With a countrywide tour under their belt, an appearance next month with Lily Allen, we're next for Crystal Swing.
Well, wherever it takes us, Jenny, you know, we're just taking it one day at a time at the moment. Whatever offers come in, we're going to take them. If we never sleep again, you know, we're certainly going to, we're not going to let this pass. We're going to really capitalise on everything. So watch this space, Jenny. That's it.
The best of luck to Crystal Swing, and who knows where the journey will take them in the years ahead.